And we're back to learning Affinity in the year, day 63. Let me show you the cog tool. Find it right here. If you don't see it, right click on it. Should be in the lower half. As always, you can just left click drag or left click drag and hold shift, which is going to lock with an 8. So it will be the same size and therefore an aspect ratio of 1:1. We've got a couple of things to adjust here. First up, the teeth. This is simply how many of these spikes you're going to have. The inner radius, don't let that confuse you. It's not the hole in the middle. It's actually the inner radius of the teeth. And the outer radius is simply defined by width and height. So in principle, it's a circle with these cut-ins. So if you wanted to adjust the outer radius, you can just transform it. But the inner radius is not this hole in center. There is a specific hole radius for it. And thus, we basically have 3 circles in this cog: outer radius, inner radius, and hole. And then we have the tooth size, which is connected to the notch size. So both define the edges of the teeth. The tooth size, you could say, is for the outer radius position, so the upper nodes of the teeth. And then the notch size is for the inner radius, and thus the bottom nodes of these teeth. If you want to have perfectly straight lines, you have to balance both out a little bit. Let me zoom in and you can see that we have this automatic raster. And here you actually want to position that not at 50-50. There's still going to be an angle. Here at around 50 and 41 for this size, we should be good. And finally, we have a curvature. You will not be able to see it when the lines are almost straight. You can see there's only a small, a minor adjustment. So let me make that a little bit more like this. And now we can see the curvature way better. It's simply the connection between the tooth node and the notch node. Should this be curved? And if it should be curved, should it be curved to the inside or outside? At 0%, you won't have a curve at all. And this is how you can use the cog tool in Affinity. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.